Now that we've created our carousel with our header, I'm going to go ahead and minimize that header. And after the carousel, I'm going to add in an article. So after the header and the carousel item, I'm going to add in that article piece. This is where we are going to go ahead and bring in our actual headings and different pieces. Now, this is sitting inside of 3 columns. We previously learned how to use tables. So if I go to Bootstrap and I search for, let's say, tables up here, I could in fact create a table, but you can see the tables work a little bit differently for showing data and information in a website. When we want to use columns or structure things in columns, we can go ahead and just look for columns on the Bootstrap website, and that will take us into a whole slew of information on how to align and order things in what's called a Flexbox grid system. The Flexbox grid system essentially is creating a grid going up and down on your page and flexing for the size of your page. As you scroll down, you'll see that they have options for doing things like 3 columns and aligning them on the page vertically. If you keep scrolling, you can adjust how they align together, whether or not they sit within each other, lots of different items. And what I think is important is looking at like CNN's website, for instance. This is made of flex boxes, columns that are working together to be able to create these different areas of information. And as the page gets shorter or wider or reduces its width, those columns flex and adjust and move around. That's that grid system. So what we're going to do is create just a basic 3-column section. And when you look here, you can see like there's a container, then there's a row, and then there's a column. This should be pretty familiar for you thinking about a table, right? We create the table, we create the TR for the row, we create the TD for the column. That's what they're doing. So we're going to create this one by hand.